What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're drawing Goku Mastered Ultra Instinct from Dragon Ball Super. Now I want to begin today's lesson by blocking out the basic shape of the head. Let's start by adding the guidelines. We'll start by adding a line coming down the center of our page. Starting from the very top in the middle, just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now along the bottom of that center line, draw another line going all the way across from left to right. Now you want to use these two lines to help us create a circle in the center of our page. So from this point, let's step up and mark off the top of our circle. Take that same distance down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat that across this horizontal line. So taking the distance from the center over toward the left and then the right side. Now I want to connect each of those center points with a curve to create our circle. Now the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and placement along the center of our page. Go back and just readjust the shape. Let's move out to the side and add another guideline coming all the way down towards the bottom. And then we'll extend that all the way up towards the top. Now use these guidelines to block out the main facial features. Let's start with the eyes. We leave a gap in the center. Start over on the left, draw a straight line going up. Take that same distance over towards the right. And just pull that down with a short line along the side. Now from that inside point, we're just going to angle the brow, going up and then out towards the outside of our circle. And we want to make sure that we bring them up towards the same height. Now from the top, we're going to step down. It's going to angle the eye coming down and in toward that center line. From the inside, draw a short angle line coming down and out. And connect the ends with a curve coming in and then down. Let's go back to the outside. Just going to angle the eyebrow coming up and in. And then we want to taper this so it gets narrower as it comes towards the inside of the brow. Now in between the eyes, we're going to step down. Just going to mark off the bottom edge of the nose. From that center point, angle up and out to the left and right. And then on the left side, angle this up and in towards the center line. Directly underneath the nose, we're going to draw a straight line going across the mouth, going all the way across from left to right. Let's add some shape to the outside of the head. Lining up with the top of the brow, we're going to go all the way towards the outside, angle the head coming down and then in towards this point. Do the same thing on the right. Coming in to where that circle meets that bottom line. I'm going to angle the jaw coming down and in towards the chin. Coming down. Bring that into right about there. Let's round up the chin. Now at this stage, I don't want to add too much detail. I still want to capture the right proportions of our drawing. Let's start on the side of the jaw. Just going to slope the neck, coming down and then out towards the side. And then from that mouth line, step down, slope the shoulders, coming down and out towards the bottom. Let's go back up to the top of the head. We're just going to angle the ears, going up and out towards the side. Come straight down toward that center line. Angle the ears coming back down and in. Now we're going to start blocking out the shape of the hair. From the top of our circle in the center, step over towards the right, curve this out, and then down on top of the left eye. Bend this up towards the top of our circle. Just going to bend this up and in. Let's add a curl on the right side, coming around and then in on top of the right brow. Go out and up. Let's add another strand on either side. Starting on the left, come down towards the ear, go all the way around and then back in. Go to the right, coming down, bend this up. Now we're going to add another circle along the top of the head. Let's start on top of the ear, going all the way around, go up toward the top, and then in on top of the right ear. Let's add two spikes along the side of the head, just underneath the ear. We're going to go up, and then out, bend this up, and then in toward the side of the ear. Let's add another spike curling up along the side. Starting from the side of the ear, bend this out, and then up. Come down and then in towards the side of our circle. Now I'm going to add that large spike in the center of the head. From the middle, step over towards the right, bend this in, and then out, come out and then down, bend this down and then in. Let's add a large spike in this gap. Go up and out, go straight across and bend that down towards the tip, come in and then down towards the bottom. Let's add one on the right, just going to bend this out towards the side, and then pull that back in. Now we want to layer another spike in behind, coming up toward the top, and then back down in behind. Now I'm going to layer one more spike on top of the head. We're going to start in the middle, then this up and across, go out and then down, and come in. Now that we have a rough sketch, let's go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now we use this rough sketch as a guide to help us add some more detail and refine the shape. Now I start with the inside edge of the brow. Just going to bend this up and then in. Just going to add those folds in the center. Just lightly sketch in the inside. Let's work our way across the eyebrow. Bend this up underneath the hair and pull that down towards the side. Now we're just going to work our way around the eyes, starting with the outside. Add a little bit of that shading underneath the eyes. And I want to find the placement for the iris and pupil. So 2 half circles, just tucked in underneath the brow. And once we've established the placement, we want to go back and just slightly darken this up. Add a small dot in the center for the pupil. Reposition the mouth and just curl this down along the side and a mark for the lower lip. I'm just going to add some folds and detail inside the neck, and then we'll continue adding some more shape to the hair. So now I'm going to go back and just clean up our drawing before I add some more detail and shadows. I'm going to start back at the eyes, just pulling the brow coming down just on top of the iris, just darkening up our contours and contrast. Just working our way around the eyes. Now I'm going to go back and just add a little bit of texture inside the hair. So just pulling these lines coming from the tips, going up and around. Also go from the base of the hair and work our way up. Just following that same curve of the hair spikes. Now once we finish tracing out our contours, we're going to go in and add some various tones and shadows. Let's start by darkening up the inside of the eyes. Start off dark along the top, and then fade that down towards a highlight. Let's add a medium shade to the inside of the eyebrows. And we're going to darken up the left side of the nose, also adding a shadow underneath the mouth. Now for the light and shadow, I'm going to place the light source in behind a character, so the highlights will be along the outside edge. So let's start by adding a shadow just underneath the hair, along the top, and just fade that down. And we're just pulling that shadow towards the center of the head. Let's add a shadow inside the ears. And I'm going to place that highlight on the outside of the face. Let's lightly sketch this in, coming down towards the cheek, going across, down and in towards the chin. Do the same thing on the right, coming across, add a little bit of highlight across the cheek, and then come down towards the bottom. I'm just going to lightly shade in the center of the face. And just blend that out towards the outside line. And we're also going to add a dark shadow just underneath the chin, coming down across the neck. And again, just adding that highlight line along the side of the neck, and then adding a light shade in the center. Let's add some shadows across the shoulder, going up towards the top. Now each of these spikes are going to have a highlight along the outside edge. So let's start by just tracing that out. Just tracing the outside of each spike. And it's going to lightly shade the center of each spike. I'm just going to add some thick shadow lines coming in from the tip of each spike. Just working our way across and in, and we're just fading that down towards the bottom. do the same thing from the base, working our way up and out. I'm just going to go back and darken up some of our shadows. Now I'm going to finish off this drawing by adding a little bit more texture inside the hair and also adding a subtle glow effect around a character, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Goku mastered Ultra Instinct. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you again soon. Hey everyone, if you really want to discover your artistic potential, then join our Club Masterclass membership. For just $1 a month, you'll gain instant access to exclusive members-only drawing tutorials, virtual art camps, and much, much more. Join our thriving community of passionate artists just like you and let your creativity soar. So just click that link in the description and I'll see you in the club.